Whoa, I'm live. Whoa, I'm live. What's up, guys? Um, is this live? Oh yeah, we're live. We guys, welcome to my live stream of tonight's activities. We are going to be watching the Pliskova versus Osaka match. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. Hello, welcome to the live stream. We are going to be doing a live reaction to the Osaka and Pliskova match. Right now, we are watching the Herbert Mahut versus Harrison Queries doubles match. Um, it hasn't started yet. We got about 10 more minutes until it starts, but feel free to stick around while I watch this doubles match. I mean, Harrison and Query are playing the semifinals, and Mahut and Herbert are just kicking their ass. So it's very interesting. Yeah, it's crazy how Serena Williams lost. I can't believe that happened. The fact that she blew a 5-1 lead says a lot. So I can't believe that happened. And I can't believe the just 5-1. How do you lose 5-1? 4 match points, too. Like, how do you. That's shocking. That's actually shocking to me how you can lose that kind of a match. I mean, sorry, I'm trying to post this on Facebook and Twitter, so I'm trying to share it right now. So sorry if my computer's a little shaky. All right, so Facebook done. Yeah, well, the fact, like, you have to be like, even if you rolled your ankle, the fact that you have 4 match points and you're telling me you can't close out. Serena Williams has done a lot for the sport, but I just can't believe that, like, that specific moment kind of like tipped me over the edge for her. Like, I am a Serena Williams fan, and I think she's the greatest of all time, no matter what, like, in tennis overall. But it still baffles me. Yeah, it's crazy. I honestly could sit here and just complain about what she, like, how she does that, and like, but that's just a part of tennis. You really can't get mad at it. I mean, you can't get mad at the fact that she tried her best and, like, one little thing kind of messed her up. That's tennis. That's really. How the hell did he hit that angle? Doubles is awesome. I think doubles is really underrated. All right, has ESPN. Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat. That's done. Oh, that's he didn't spit. He actually threw up on the court. He felt sick, and that was a while ago video. Wow, I'm surprised you even watched that. But thank you for watching that. I really appreciate it. I he threw up on the court in between points, and then people were wiping it away, and he was like pointing at the people to like clean it up. So that's why it was like that. And I turned away. I looked back, and there's just vomit on the court. I've never seen anything like it. You would think that would be a health hazard. You would think that would be a health hazard, and the fact that you have to like in tennis, not in tennis, but in like soccer or football, when someone's bleeding, you have to clean up and get a new jersey. But in tennis, you throw up on the court, you're fine. So, anyways, if you're just tuning into the live stream, I will be doing a live commentary and live reaction to the semifinals of the Australian Open. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thank you guys for tuning into Tweener Head Tennis. Sorry, I'm using a webcam tonight instead of an actual camera, but thank you so much. So this should be interesting. Let's see if they started the ESPN broadcast yet. On ESPN too. Why do they do that? That's weird. Let's see. Go back to doubles. Let's see. Why? Jesus Christ. I feel like I want to know your guys' opinion on tennis coverage, like tennis media, tennis, like, do you think there's enough of it? Do you think there should be more, like, what people are doing? Because I feel like sometimes there's like they do highlights and they do certain commentary. Like, there's not been a lot of good reaction from ESPN commenters this year. I mean, there's been a lot of backlash from it as well. Brad Gilbert and Pam Shriver made a comment on Western names for the Chinese population. They were commenting on that. Yeah, there should be more coverage, especially with highlights. I think they're lacking something. They're lacking some kind of correlation between us and the fans, if that makes sense. I mean, I feel like there's like a lot of different. Thanks, Ved. Glad you're tuning in. If you guys are just joining us, we're going to be doing a live commentary on the women's semifinals. Let's see. I'm currently watching doubles because they haven't started the semifinal coverage yet on ESPN. I think I'm about to. We have a minute, so I'm going to just turn it over. This is great stuff, right? Jesus Christ. Just let me watch tennis, please. Like, that's what I don't get too. Especially with Tennis Channel, I feel like Tennis Channel is really missing the mark with some of the stuff. I just feel like they could be doing a lot more. They could be doing a lot more with that kind of coverage. And it's very puffy stuff. They're not asking the right questions. They're not asking the right kind of, like, it's very like they're going around. They're going around like the question that they want to ask and the questions that they want to know more about, but they can't because a lot of these guys are a lot of the ATP and WTA representatives are defending these players in a sense. Because when I was covering some of these tournaments, what happens is you have to fill out a questionnaire and then you have to see if they get approved, and if they get approved, someone's usually sitting with you while you ask questions to a professional. And they're, as much as they can defend them, it's like a whole process. And as much as they want to defend them and show these players in a good light, you're also missing out with like reactions, and you're also missing out on content that people can be creating and writing about. And I'm more of a visual learner, and I like learning more about what's going on in the tennis world and who these players really are. That's kind of why I started this. I want people to understand what's really going on behind the player. And I feel like I have to tiptoe around certain questions when I ask them, because it's very hard to understand that kind of stuff. And it's very hard to understand how they can really answer it. Because, I mean, what would be a question that you guys would want to ask a tennis player that's not necessarily about their game or not necessarily what's going on the court? Like, what would be a question you guys would want to ask a pro player that would be kind of obscure, that you think like would be like a tough question for a player to answer? That's how I would see it. Also, this whole Margaret Court thing has been very, very interesting. I thought Osaka and Pliskova were playing first. Am I wrong? Oh dear. Did I get that wrong? What's the schedule? I thought the schedule was Pliskova, Osaka, and then Kvitova, Collins. Shoot. Ooh. That's actually a good question, Ved. I kind of like that would be interesting. I think it's definitely a question that you would probably ask. Um, I think when it comes to like video games, especially tennis video games, it's very different. Um, like I know a lot of NBA players say that they play as themselves and they play against like the rivals, or they play against the best teams, so that way they can score more points. But I think it would be interesting. That's actually interesting because I played a couple. They are up first. Son of a beeswax. How the hell did I miss that? Sorry, guys. I didn't know. Let's see. Is there a way to change my title? Probably not. Great. Smiles in chat. Oh, Bethany Maddox-Sands is an anchor today. Oh my God, it's going to be 100 degrees. Funny about the Osaka and Serena matchup that was going to happen. ESPN and SportsCenter put out animations that already. Not a lot of people like. What was I saying? I was saying that she rolled her ankle. Like people, ESPN and SportsCenter already made animations for them, like doing the Osaka Serena matchup again. That was very interesting because they didn't do anything specific. They just already preempted it. Like it was bound to happen, right? It was 5-1. 5-1. She had 4 match points. But what more do you want? Like what more could you have possibly done? You know what I mean? Like there was no way of doing that, you know? There was no way. Let's see. Nadal or Tsitsipas? Well, ESPN always that they did for Federafa 2017 before Delpo. Yeah, they did do that. They always do that. I feel like ESPN always plays favorites. That's another thing. ESPN needs to do some better coverage. I mean, they have the they have the exclusive rights to the Australian Open, and well, by exclusive I mean they do prime time for ESPN2 instead of ESPN. I don't know why, because this is probably better than the NBA game that's going on right now. But I would say Nadal, but I would love to see Tsitsipas win. That's just how I see it. Nadal will probably win ultimately, even though Tsitsipas is on a roll. But Tsitsipas, I feel like, is a more aggressive version of Federer, where Tsitsipas has a bit more weapons, and since he's younger, he can utilize it more. But it's just Nadal. How can you doubt that? You know what I mean? She played lights out. Do you guys think Serena choked last night, or do you think Pliskova won, or do you think Serena choked? I want you guys to let me know, because that's 5-1 down and you win? Like, how does that happen? See, I think like Bethany Maddox-Sands has it right there. Like, that's like a good way of like depicting like what's going on in the locker room, like a better atmosphere and look on what's going on throughout the match. I'll be right back. Well, yeah. I'm back. Pliskova did very well to save those 3-match points at 4-5, though. Serena was physically hampered. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a very good point. I think when it comes to that kind of mental toughness, Pliskova really didn't crumble, which is insane. Why does ESPN make us go through like 30 minutes of talking instead of just going straight to the match?
genuinely love seeing someone that is just so, it doesn't matter win, lose, last year, record, nothing. Danielle is here to win. She has not looked surprised after one match yet since she's been here. She's celebrated, but it's never been this shocked. I don't know what to say. How am I here? Like, not once.
At the start of the time, she felt like her hair was on fire against Pliskova, and if she does that again today,
hair on fire. Danielle Collins played like a hair on fire.
Knows that. They played 23 days ago in Brisbane, and it was a tight match. Let's get you inside Rod Laver Arena as our semifinals are getting underway. Calling the matches, let's rise up with Mary Jo.
Thank you very much, Chris. Very interesting, and some of the conversations that you were having there, I want to revisit as well, MJ, because you look at somebody like Danielle Collins. Here she is. Yes, she was a great NCAA champion from the last place. That said, she's never won a single match in singles at a major. Now here she is in the semifinal.
That's another storyline you have to be careful of. Collins never won a singles match at a Grand Slam, and then here she is in a semifinal of the Australian Open of the first major in 2019. This is, for me personally, when you hear these kinds of stories, you always set the bar high. You always set expectations really high for these players for the rest of the year, and then there's storyline and reminders of how they have to keep going. But what happens is, like, what if they just crash out? That's in the women's tour, at least for me, that's like the inevitable for them. And that's like how people see them when it comes to that kind of stuff. And I hate talking about it like that. But we are about to kick off the first semifinal match of the Australian Open 2019. Here we go. Kvitova versus Danielle Collins, even though it says Osaka Pliskova in the title. Whoops.
This is as well as I've ever seen her play. Two-time Wimbledon champ. Czech Republic.
This is also the first time I've realized that the WTA has had two Czech women in the semifinals. Kvitova and Pliskova. And we're off.
Hasn't lost its set, Kvitova. To the semifinal, he's really looked so sharp from every category. She has so many weapons.
Won the warm-up tournament here. She's won like 10 in a row now. Its confidence quotient has got to be high. 15.
I agree, XYZ. Interesting thing is that since the last 5 years to the Australian, there has been one unseeded player in the semifinals.
6.
Who was that? XYZ. Who was that unseeded player? Is it Collins?
Has a real good chance of ending at number 1 in the world.
That's a very good point.
The first time she's been as high as number 2, Kvitova.
That's a very good point.
Title. She gets the number 1 ranking. Pliskova wins the title. She gets the number 1 ranking.
But that's interesting. When they say Kvitova's 10-0, she's also beaten Collins at the Brisbane Open for the first title of 2019, which is interesting. Collins has received a lot of good support as well from the U.S. community, especially when it comes to this. And of all people, Collins. You have Madison Keys, you have Sloane Stephens, even 2015, Konta 2016. Wow. Keys, I can see that. Konta kind of gone downhill. Coco been injured for the last 2 years. Elise Mertens has been steady. Collins, interesting. Do you think Collins will be ranked? She'll definitely be ranked in the top 50, maybe 25 after this tournament. But do you think she'll finish anywhere in the top 20 by the end of the year? That's my question. Because, again, like I said, you never know if it's going to be a slippery slope down the line or if it's going to be really good. You never really know. Lefties are always tricky too. Like, how do you do that? Like, somehow lefties have better angles than any other player on tour. Charge my computer too.
Stages in the semi-final of this magnitude are crucial. Somehow with a
Collins has been more of the aggressor of this year's Australian Open, and she plays fearlessly, and it's really good. And that's the other thing. I think it comes to, like, when you see these women playing, when you see any tennis player playing, you have that clutch factor, and I think Danielle Collins has that clutch factor when it comes to being aggressive at bigger points, or even just points in general that you have to win. She's been doing a great job with that. Maybe a little nerves there because she just went down 1-love. 2 missed ground strokes. So, and the highlight from Brisbane too.
23 days ago, first match for both of the season, and it would go the distance. Collins really played well. Pliskova misfired quite a bit. A lot of unforced errors, and ended up being 2 points from losing this match, but she turned it around the second set tiebreak. And then the third, we're going to close it out.
Collins even had a chance of winning against her in Brisbane, excuse me.
One that stood out is that Collins comes into the semifinal with 7 more aces. She's got a sneaky, good first serve.
Who do you guys have as the favorite to win this Australian Open? Because I just, for the men's side at least.
That's why.
If you guys are just tuning in, we are watching the semifinals of the Women Australian Open. We'll be watching this one and Osaka and Pliskova later. Thank you guys for tuning in as well. I really appreciate it. If you aren't already following, hit that subscribe button as well at Twin Your Head Tennis. But stay if you – I would love you guys to stay along and hang out while we just watch some tennis. It's a lot of fun. Also, they always – like, it's so late. It's always late. Yeah. Like, how does someone get sleep when they watch this tournament? That's my question. Like, I feel like I go to sleep at 1 and I miss everything. I literally miss everything. It's terrible. God, she had to.
She said that it was a tough side to be serving on there for the lefty MJ. I don't think it's great for the righty either at this time of day.
Now we saw Serena yesterday with all sorts of trouble early on. Had to change her ball toss, the adjustment.
All right, we're gonna do something really quick. We're gonna do an Instagram video to make people know that we're online. Hold on, what's the link? Copy that link. Go to Instagram. Right back. Hold on. Not now. There you go. 1-1. Let's see. Hold on. I'm almost done. Let's see. Hey guys, we just started our live stream for the Australian Open. Make sure you check it out. You can click the link in our bio. Check this out. We're all God. Work. See, I'm not good with technology. What is this? Guys, we are live on YouTube. Click that link in our bio to join us while watching the Australian Open semifinals. Guys, we are live on YouTube. Click that link in our bio to join us while watching the Australian Open semifinals. Guys, we are live on YouTube. Click that link in our bio to join us while watching the Australian Open semifinals.
She says she's fitter now than she's ever been.
All right, now we got that up on Instagram. Let's get back to the match.
These are her words. I improve my movement. It's better on the court. That means I have time for my shots.
Just want to point out we've been live streaming for about half an hour now. And we're only 1-1 in the first semifinal of Collins and Kvitova. Don't you love ESPN coverage? It's so hot in here. Tweenerhead Tennis hoodie. You can get it at tweenerheadtennis.com. Slice out wide. Changed it. Men's side depends on the matchup in the final of Novak, final and Djokovic slightly. So Djokovic discuss with more interesting. If it's Nadal Pui, it's gonna be an hour-and-a-half match. Not even. Nadal Pui. Pui Tsitsipas, I would favor Tsitsipas, but Pui looked really strong against Raonic, so that would be another interesting matchup. Djokovic and Nadal would just be an absolute marathon match that would probably last until like 8 in the morning our time and start at 4. I think that would be a really good match to watch. And Djokovic Tsitsipas, I would definitely say Djokovic still, but Tsitsipas, I agree that his next gen record is not good. But I'd say Tsitsipas has more of a chance if he gets past Nadal, and that's the biggest question. And we're back to commercial. God, Applebee's. Is Double still on the tennis channel? No, we have to watch an encore.
Now it's right. Let's eat good.
The rain is falling.
Oh, we're back already. Let's go. If you're just joining us, we're watching Pliskova versus... Not Pliskova. I'm not even watching Pliskova. It's Kvitova versus Collins. 2-1 Kvitova in the first set. We've been live streaming for about 33 minutes. This match is probably going to go 2 hours. Is it just me or does Danielle Collins look like a tennis mom? Like the country club, if you were to take a cookie cutter, like, and make a tennis mom from a country club, I think you would just get Danielle Collins. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I just thought it would be interesting to say the least. She's very aggressive off the baseline, and I think she plays similar to Kvitova. Being very aggressive and moving in better is a lot more difficult than people think, especially when you play someone like Kvitova. That's a whole nother story. Learn more. No, leave me alone.
That's a really good point, MJ, because it's easy to say she hasn't won a Grand Slam match. Yes, she has. Nicole Kidman there on the right.
Hey, Nicole Kidman, Margaret Court, Keith Urban.
Toasty day.
Just making sure my mic works. We're good. Let's see. If you're just joining us, we're watching and commenting on the Collins-Kvitova semifinal. It's been a good one so far. It's 40-15 in the first set. I think Collins, if Collins actually wins this, I think it would be very interesting, especially if she plays. Like, my question is, when it comes to like viewership and how many people will watch, how many people do you think would watch tennis if it was Collins versus Kvitova? Not Collins versus Kvitova. That's happening right now. Collins versus Pliskova. Both of them haven't won a major. Both of them are not very common names. Kvitova versus Osaka would be two Grand Slam champions playing each other. And Kvitova has been around for a very long time, so people would know her. And Osaka has been gaining more popularity since her U.S. Open win, and with that whole controversy, which I will not get into because that is just a whole other BS thing. Oh, great. Down the line. Interesting. Challenge? Yeah, I would challenge that too. Uh-oh. It's speaking of the incident, the umpire's the guy, Ramos from the U.S. Open. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten any other publicity for umpiring this match. That's interesting. No one's made a point about it. I would like to know more about that. Interesting. Oh, she's currently 35, career high, which was last year as well. Welcome back, Nickerson. Nickerson? I'm not sure. Sorry if I'm butchering that, but I think that would be that. I didn't see the tie break, but I did post on my Instagram. I found a video on Twitter of him throwing his bag. No, or was that? Yeah, that was Karina Busta. Hold on, let me find the link. I'll find the link for you guys because that was. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't watch it because it was just so late. Let me see. There's Vera smashing racket on that one. It's gotta be. No, not that one. Where did I find that? Oh, I lost it. No, Mike Williams has it. So I'm trying to find. Oh, it's Matthew Willis. So I found the video of the Karina Busta throwing his racket, and I posted it on my Instagram too. Let me see if I can find it because that was insane. Like I found that video and I posted it immediately because I couldn't handle that. That was just too much to watch. There's the. Oh, here it is. Found it. Here, I'll link it to you guys right now. Look at this video. Here. Look at the video I just posted in the comment in the chat because that from that angle that looked like he threw it. He threw it at least 30 feet. Really, XYZ? Wow. That's impressive. That's actually very interesting. I didn't know that. Can you guys hear me okay? Sorry, I'm using the microphone on my computer. Oh, no way. Wow, what a shot. Wow. Not bad.
Your health matters.
All right, and we're back to commercial.
The personalized
I don't want to hear the NY State of Mental Health. Oh, there she is. 2 NCAA titles.
That's where she was able to gather 2 NCAA titles in her teammates. Very successful, Ms. Collins.
Did my tweet go through? Please tell me my tweet went through.
Also did a video with the men wishing Danielle good luck. She's got a ton of support from all her college days.
Well, she's a poster child for a reason to go to college. Being up here in the semi-final of the first major of this year.
The first title she won, I was reading she had a fracture in her right wrist.
See, she's aggressive. Collins is more aggressive than most of the women on tour. Like, she hits the ball deep and she's driving it more than most of the women. Like, a lot, at least that what I see, a lot of in the women's game, the ball is constantly just being driven towards the middle of the court, and then when they have the opportunity, they move in. But with Collins, she's making the play. She's making it more aggressive when she hits the ball. God, it's got to be hot on that court. That shade as long as I could for serving. Especially with the shot clock now in place for the women as well. They tested it out, I believe, in DC of last year just to see how it would go. And then they brought it into the Australian Open as well as other tournaments as well. They did it at the US Open last year as well, so that was interesting. Yeah, you could see the heat rising on the court. That's insane. Shit. All right, possible break point back.
I think it's important because it's easy for us to say she has won a Grand Slam match, etc. And you were pointing out that she had a terrific year last year, both
Can I cover that?
in Miami and Indian Wells.
That actually works well.
Hardcore tournaments and both in the heat and in the sun.
Good wins. Keys,
Nope.
Williams.
If you hear that crackling noise, it's my computer. It just sounds like a bomb's going to go off on it. I don't know why. My computer's weird. I'm sorry. Again, aggressive. The more power you have on the women's tour, the better you are going to do. That's why Serena is just dominant. She knows how to overpower her opponents, and she has the versatility to change it up a little bit as well. Like yesterday, she had a Oh my God, the heat. Like yesterday, she had a flick of a backhand topspin cross court in the right service box, and I couldn't believe it. Like, I've never seen her do something like that. And she pulls shots off like that because she tricks people with her power and then comes right at you with that. All right, 1 break point saved. We're back at deuce. When I was younger, I played in a heat. Probably it was the hottest it got was probably 108, but I was playing in like 101. And I was playing in Texas too, and that, like, you have to be mentally tough to play in heat. It's not just a physical side. You also have to realize how hot it is when you do that. You know what I mean? It's just you can't compete on that level. Like, when you play in this heat, this will throw you off for days. Wow. Big reaction from Kvitova. It's 3. How many times do you think Kvitova said towel in that sentence?
The big reaction early in the match. We saw it against Ash Barty as well.
Point in the third of this game. End of the match.
Kvitova wins this point, she's going to scream again. Choked it. Choked it. Kvitova. Kvitova 100% XYZ. Kvitova does not like heat. I think it really gets to her more than other players. Collins has been playing in Virginia heat her entire college career, so she looks quicker too on the court. Wow. I definitely think it'll affect Kvitova more. It'll give Kvitova more of a chance to breathe and relax. Plus, I think Kvitova spends more time in the shade than Collins. So just seeing it. Look, it's just showing the heat stress scale right now on ESPN. Let's see. Four break points saved by Collins. That's insane. Yeah, it's Australia. What do you expect? I remember, when was it? It was a couple years ago. Not a couple years ago. It was like 5-10 years ago, maybe. Roddick was playing Djokovic in the Australian Open, and Roddick defaulted because of the heat. Like, you can't defend against that. This is like why you come to the Australian Open. You have to, like, prepare yourself well enough. Why do you think people play in Miami? Why do you think people train in, like, warmer climates throughout the entire year? To continuously play outside and play in this kind of heat. Down the line. Wow, that was big. And converts on the 5th break point. 5th. Break for break. Here we go.
That was 3 commands screaming from Kvitova. And as you mentioned, she's that against
I thought Collins could have gotten that. Wow, that's a face.
See the response from her. This would be not just a power match.
This is going to be a lot of emotion in this match.
The commands as well.
It's long, and you never know if
When you scroll through Twitter, I expect many more loud of Petra's come-ons And then it goes hashtag in your face soccer mom because Danielle Collins looks like a soccer mom. It's currently 100 degrees on the court in Australia. Imagine what it's like on court. It's probably like 110. Jesus Christ.
Two women's singles matches today, semi-final, starting with the one that you're watching now, followed by Osaka Pliskova. And then tonight here,
Collins just kind of like flailed at that. Yeah, Yeah, unfortunately, I probably won't be streaming with Nadal and Tsitsipas are playing because I'll probably be asleep. Unless they play until 7 a.m. our time, which is like a 3-hour match already. So maybe I could wake up and do it. Kvitova making quick work with her break. Breaking back now, 40 love up. It was a good return, though, by Collins. Imagine if that was in. Why do I have the hiccups? Why do I have the hiccups? Two double fault.
It has been somewhat scratchy because there are more unforced errors from both players and winners. Understandable. Huge match for both.
Yidge. No way. No way. Collins with a punch. Collins with a punch into the air for, come on. Look, she waits. That was a great defensive shot. Yeah, it's just a swing. Wow. 30 minutes, only 6 games played. You would think that would just be the first set, right? But no. That kick out wide. Great hold. That was fantastic. Great second serve. We're back. If you're just joining us, we are watching the Kvitova Collins semifinal, and then we will be watching the Osaka Pliskova match for the second match as well, and doing a live reaction of that too. Mute. Like, whose idea is like, let's close it halfway, and then when people start dying, let's close it all the way, because then it's not our fault, because we said we closed the roof but people died. No, that's not how it works. What are your thoughts on Sharapova coming back to play? Because I think that she had a great tournament here.
This is where our match schedules are posted. So the heat index monitor to the right. Central station for the players.
What was that serve? She hit that to the baseline. Pam Shriver courtside. I would hate to be the courtside reporter right now. Collins, what a shot. Down the line, perfect forehand. Her backhand racket speed is insane. I think I would compare it to Camila Giorgi's, where it's so fluid and so like fast that you can just get around that. She has very flat shots compared to what other like most of women's tennis I feel like is a very flat baseline kind of play, but Collins has really gotten the grasp down of just slapping the ball very well. I mean, that's college tennis, right? 100 degrees.
It's not much hotter.
Like imagine just touching the court. Like not just your feet, but like touching the court with your hands. Like imagine the ball kids right now. That's not okay. It can't be okay.
That was a good second serve. A little chance. Not wide.
That closer roof. Yeah, I'd still say Kvitova right now. Collins doesn't look sluggish at all. Collins looks ready to go, pumped up. Kvitova would probably benefit as well as everyone else in the stands if the roof closes. There we go, 4-all.
Relatively easy game for Daniel Collins, and we're even at 4 apiece.
4-piece. No one's outside. No one is outside. Wow.
And the women's snowboard big air finals.
No one is literally outside of the stadiums. Everyone's probably covering.
We got both the supervisor and the referee.
Yeah.
McEwen, they are coming out signaling to the players. It's 4 games apiece, and so we can only read into that the heat index has hit the threshold.
That's exactly as you expected. The heat index monitor just hit 5, so
Yeah.
the roof is going to be closed, and I think that
They're going to close the roof. Let's go.
This is a Collins. See if we can hear.
Like, imagine the momentum change. Yeah, I would. Nickerson, yeah, definitely. Finally.
And it closes in triple time. Daniel Collins has already stepped off the court, and Kvitova is choosing to stay in the far corner in the shade. And the roof now closes in just a couple of minutes.
And on that note, I'll be right back.
It used to be that you started the match with the roof open, and even if it got hotter, you don't finish the match with the roof open. Yeah, this is a wrinkle. Smart. I agree. I think you have to protect the safety of the players.
also helps the spectators sitting
For sure.
in the sun in 100-degree heat.
What they got out that other big clap when they heard the announcement. It was the best part of the match.
So we'll take a 1-minute break, everybody.
Ugh.
Next, we're at 4 apiece here.
I'm back. Everyone go get a beer. Time to drink. Jesus. From nonstop flights. No, I'm done. We're coming up to an hour now on our stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this live commentary and reaction to the first semifinal of Collins versus Pliskova, even though I mistitled it. Whoops. Sorry, guys. But we will be reacting to Osaka and Pliskova as well. I think I said Pliskova. No, I meant Kvitova for the first match. And the second one will definitely be a very entertaining match. And if you want to stay tuned, definitely stay tuned for this one as well. This one will probably be 3 sets as well. That's my guess, at least. I would like to see, let's see, who would I like to see? I thought, personally, when this tournament first started, I thought it would be Sabalenka or Svitolina winning it. But, like, Aminiasova, like, kicked Sabalenka's butt. Whoa. $120 in 1998. They're trying to explain the heat conditions. Wow. The animation. Beat the heat.
I am totally in awe of the people who put these things together because that stuff is brilliant.
Brilliant. Slip, slop, slaps.
And now the roof is going to be closed.
You know what it is.
Can't wait.
You're supposed to wear it. The ozone layer apparently is challenging above Australia.
Roof is officially closed. It's 101 degrees outside.
To get up when there'll be no break after the second set in case the score is one apiece. Oh my goodness, so things have changed.
Wow, and they won't give them a break between the first set.
The better. 3 retractable roofs here in Australia. That means there's not going to be any interruption of the tournament because of inclement weather.
And even the roof of.
I like how that umpire chair was very necessary to the upgrades of the tournament.
From alongside Carlos, because they would be looking into the sun, and now.
XYZ, I think you're right. I think they just want to stay cool. This comic crowd has cheered more for the roof closure than any other point so far. Here we go. We're going to start back up.
Mary Jo, we've been talking a lot about the health and fitness level of Fitbit particularly. But I want to ask you seriously, do you think
I want to know, too, like, if playing indoor is like playing indoor at any other club. That is, like, when you have that close of a call, I feel like I would lose my mind. But I would lose my mind if it was that close. This will probably be the most crowded match for women because it's indoors on a very hot day. No offense, I'm sorry. Oh my God, you're telling me they have air conditioning? They have AC? Get in. Oh, yes. Shanking. Nope. Wow. Started with a shank, ended with a winner. Let's go. Like, the fact that the Australian Open has air conditioning, if you went to the US Open in 2018 last year, like, they closed the roof. It circulates. There's in Arthur Ashe none whatsoever, which is unbelievable. Because it would just be hotter. It's like hot air just moving around. It's not like it gets cooler. You just have to go outside. But the fact that they have AC is such a game changer. Down line. Great drop shot. Bye ball. She almost had it too, which was good. Nope. 2 different screens on that. Kvitova screamed like death, and then Collins just with the high-pitched scream. Why do we have to have a commercial? We just had commercials. God, I hate that. I hate that about tennis. Another sporting news, James Harden just dropped 60 points at the Garden. What are people saying on Twitter? Pro Bowl doesn't make sense. Oh, and if you hear that crackling sound, that is the sound of my computer. I don't know what's wrong with it. Tried getting it fixed. Never worked. I do like this graphic that ESPN has. The clear. It looks like a racket that's made out of water. I'm not going to lie. It's a racket made out of water.
There are hardly much in Australia, 101 degrees, so what? They're outside there just enjoying the heat.
101 degrees, feels like 103, roof closed, 31% humidity. Jesus. Like up, and we're starting again. Wow, there are a lot of people indoors. This is going 5-all. Let's see.
And I just want to say quickly that on the second serve, with the average speed going into this 94, Collins' average speed 10 miles an hour less.
How do you have that? Like, how is your second serve 80 miles an hour? That's interesting to me. Who's winning this match, guys? Who's winning this match? Who do you guys think? It literally looks like it's just going to go back and forth for the rest of the time. She can't find her first serve. That's how do you? She really can't find it. She had one to spray right, and then one that almost hit the baseline. What did I say? What did I say? She can't find her serve. She can't find her serve at all. I know with the Jesus. You fist pumped that? You fist pumped that? Come on. You're going to fist pump that? That's a joke. There's that first serve. Oh. I thought she had it. I thought she had it.
This is Melbourne, Australia.
Oh my God.
Where things are made differently.
Did you really have to get this commercial in?
Made by waves. Made over time. Or simply made up.
Simply made up, and it's a platypus.
There are other rules.
I do like the roof closed, though. It looks cooler. It looks cooler, and it's much better. Imagine if all tennis was played indoors now.
That's Melbourne.
I think that would be pretty cool. It would help a lot, actually. Like, imagine the French Open having indoor courts. Like, how much faster that would go. Like, that tournament would be done, like, on time every day. Like every other tournament. Jesus, that was sprayed.
6-4 was the tightest set that came against Ash Barty in the last round, the second set.
Nope, don't change. That's what happens when you step on your remote.
Sydney, 7-6 Brisbane as well.
Just missed.
Second round, 1-3, and Pliskova, then 3-2 in the first. Cakewalk.
Both of them, they can't serve. Both of them cannot serve.
One thing she does that's unusual, her coach Vanek talked about it a few days ago. She doesn't play on the days off. You see Yuri. She started doing that in New York because it was too much of a hassle to be in the car for so long and just go hit for 30 minutes and come back. And she's played so much tennis that she feels like it's time for her to rest. So on her days off, she stays back at the hotel and watches TV.
You're live on YouTube. Click that link in our bio to
hitting balls. Can't imagine doing that. No. If you're someone who times the ball as well as she does, you would think she'd want to keep the rhythm. But it just shows you she's played enough. The right lefty serve. Such a weapon, takes you so far off the court. Allows you to do a lot with the next shot. Those are shots about Serena.
Sorry, just checking tennis Twitter. Everything's the same. Five apiece. Let's go. Yeah, Kvitova's probably going to break her at 6-5. Do you think women's tennis is predictable or unpredictable? Like, it's hard, like, picking favorites, and you always feel like it's very easy to go with the number, like who has more momentum in the tournament. But sometimes I feel but last night I felt like it was very predictable. I had my post ready for Instagram for the Final Four, and then all of a sudden, disaster for Serena. Oh my God! And we are going to another deuce game.
It's a huge moment. They traded breaks, just one apiece.
Perfect execution. That's what we talk about when I'm coaching college tennis. Like, what's your game plan? What's your first shot after you hit your serve? Like, where do you want to put the ball and where do you want to execute? That's just textbook. That's perfect. All right, Danielle, show us what you got. Out wide. Six 5. Another commercial. If you just tuned in, commercial break. 6-5. Kvitova Collins. We're just doing live stream right now, trying to get a live reaction, live commentary of what's going on. Yeah, I would say it was pretty competitive at the top. That's a very different time, though, for women's tennis. I agree with you there. And it was very different when you had that kind of stuff going on. But when you had that, it was just so competitive, you really didn't know. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that I totally agree with you. I don't know why it took me that long to answer that question. Did I say I was going live? I did say I was going live. Oh, we're back. Here we go. Here we go. Share the stream again. Push. Wow, that probably best rally of the game so far. Best rally of the match so far. Best rally of the match so far. We see how they start getting into the rut of like just hitting towards each other in the middle. It's not until like one pushes the other that they start moving each other. Like you never really know who's in control of the point until someone hits a very dramatic shot. I think Justine had never retired. That one-hander in women's tennis really did wonders for the game. Because Osaka doesn't win this Australian Open title. It's the first time since 1939 there will be 9 different winners in the last 9 slams. Really? That's insane. Wow. Where'd you read that? Caught my phone. But that's an impressive. That's like it's unpredictable in the women's game. Going to a tiebreaker. Definitely going to a tiebreaker. Venus, Serena, Henin, Clijsters. God, that's so. It must be nice. It must be really nice. Like, who do you have, like, in today's women's game? Oh, my God. Can she make a first serve? Here we go. Oh my God. Your sleep schedule really goes out the window when you stay up to watch these matches. I mean, it's only 11 o'clock Eastern time, but still, it's like Collins is 5 for 5. No, 5 and 5. I'm dumb. I read that as Collins has played 5 tiebreakers and won all 5. Then Kvitova has 81 for 39, and I went, that doesn't make sense. There's a first serve. You can't even tell who the crowd is rooting for right now. Maybe moved in? Nope. Oh. Wow. Wow, what a shot.
Not sure why Collins was so upset. I mean, she hit a good deep shot. This was just better. Except she lost the point.
She's pissed. She's pissed. Like, you shouldn't be mad about that. You shouldn't be mad about that at all, really. Like, she did well. Like, that's a great point. Maybe she could have been more aggressive or came in to close out the point. But that was just a great counterpunch. You can't really do that. That's why Kvitova's won 2 Wimbledons. Cut yourself some slack. Jeez. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kvitova's tall, by the way. Kvitova's really tall. I was at the Connecticut. I covered the Connecticut Open last year, and she came in because she knew one of the directors there for the WTA, and she's tall. She was just walking around the studio too, just very interesting. Double hit off the racket too. Shank Apotamus. Like that almost went in too. That was pretty funny. Make the serve. Make the serve. She's getting wrong-footed. She's getting wrong-footed on every point. When did Pliskova make a Grand Slam final? Was that at the U.S. Open in 2017? No, it wasn't 2017. What was Pliskova's other Grand Slam final? When was her last Grand Slam final? It said she was 1-1. All right, I don't need to see the Serena Williams one.
But also the ball did not hit her. The ball came first, and then she hit the ball. Each time is good, but this time the ball hit.
Uh-oh. What? Thank you for answering my question. I was looking for that answer. She lost to... Who'd she lose to? She lost to Kerber. Thank you. She lost to Kerber. Because in the other semifinal she lost was against Sloane, I would say, because it was Coco and... Because I remember that U.S. Open, it was Coco, Madison, Sloane, and Pliskova. It was one of the first times 3 American women had made it a semifinal of a Grand Slam, the U.S. Open, in a very long time. Kvitova up 5-2. 6-2. I wonder if Danielle Collins loses the first set, how well she'll do in the second. Well, she's had a good tournament so far coming back. In the last match, she had to come back as well. Yo, Kvitova's scary when she does that. Scary. That was actually scary to look at. Intensity just comes natural to her.
These two have played a tie break. We anticipated a tight match. That's what we have with Bethany Maddox and Jason Goodall.
Oh, just trying to get situated.
We sit here and watch your shots. What makes them different from everyone else? I think one thing you don't always realize when you play Petra, her ball stays so low and it goes through the court. A lot of times you'll get a little reprieve with someone's ball when it hits the ground and comes up. You have a little time to rip it. But Petra's shots just stay low and they almost gain speed once they bounce. Right here, you see how low Danielle has to get? And you almost feel like you have to get up on the ball. You know what happens when you're hitting up on the ball? You're losing a little bit of pace. And that's what Petra's ball doing. That's why she's able to get.
See, that's why Bethany Maddox is a good analyst. She knows what's going on. She knows what kind of balls are hitting. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that when they do it.
Just 7%, and you're absolutely right. On the average ground stroke speed of both the forehand and the backhand,
down 4 miles an hour on both because she's forced onto the back foot, having to hit up the back of the ball.
Guy looks like a duck when he does that.
Yeah, and that's not Danielle backing off at all. I don't want it to hit like those stats. You can sometimes look at it and say, oh, she's backing off, she's backing up. Petra's making her play like that.
Yeah, she's forcing the issue. And if she picks up the slight angle up and the ball's low.
The ball's still low. I mean, it's even if the ball lands short for Petra, it stays so low. So you better get your quads going. You better feel fit.
I don't know if that's because she's engaging more of a topspin or she's hitting flat. I don't know how she does that.
To rip a winner. So Danielle's gonna stay low.
All right, that quad work.
Yeah.
Quad work. The quad work.
Not close, really. That was got out to the start and let go, set out of the way.
That was the best Petra served. The entire first set she left. She came up with the big ones when it mattered most.
Very interesting comments about how low that ground game of Petra stays.
There it is again.
Bethany making that point, and it's very well taken. Jim. I remember having a discussion.
For those of you that are interested, I am also posting a new YouTube video probably at midnight. It's the story of how I met Osaka's dad, so that's going to be an interesting one to watch. It's more on the shorter side, but it was a quick encounter, and I thought I would share my experience because it's kind of cool. I don't want to ruin it. You think Kvitova would hit more aces as a lefty, but again, both of them haven't found their serves. There's only been 3 total aces in the entire match. Nope. Collins can't find her rhythm when she comes up like that. She hits the ball and then it just kind of just floats. Collins looks very mentally pissed. But that's Kvitova's leading in unforced errors, though. That's interesting. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. What is with this dude? This dude, look at this dude. Like, that was interesting. It went off before. It's so fucking. Oh! Did you hear what the crowd said? The crowd yelled, "Where's Serena?" when he's talking to her. This guy just lucks out with this. Trisdale just Drysdale just went, demands what she is due. Out. Collins is going to lose her mind.
She starts to miss a few. She wants to go to a tighter string pattern.
Interesting. That's got to be annoying, though, how, like, you're up in the game, and then your opponent will just okay. Here we go.
It went off before.
That's why she has a point.
But it wasn't during the toss. It was right as she was about to hit it, though. That's different. It's not like it's gone during her toss.
Still great.
Name a more classic duo. That's really funny. That's really funny. That's really funny. That's really funny. All right. Thoughts on Kvitova winning the entire match?
Listen to Danielle Collins talking about her feistiness and her belief.
We may not have won a match, a Grand Slam match before this, but I gotta tell you, I think it's gonna keep happening. So, hope to have many more of these.
Danielle Collins is very interesting. It's a word for it. Wow, first female player that went to college to make a major semifinal. Meredith McGrath in 1996 was the last one. If you missed that, that's kind of a cool stat. Like those are cool stats. I thought the Serena Williams one where they showed the social status of her of what's her name, Olympia's like Twitter account versus something Maria, the German girl that she played first round. That was really funny though. You can't get upset about that. Like, how do you defend against that backhand corner? You can't. That's just so perfect of an angle. Perfect geometry. How many double faults have been in this match? How many double faults? The crowd could not be more quiet during this match. Tournament, live scores, Australian Open app. No, not player profile. Just show me the match. Why are you doing this? There's only been 3 double faults for both players? Really? Interesting. She is just dominant. Her backhand, this match is just nuts. Yeah, that's the key stat right there. Backhand winners. Collins is usually the queen of that in this tournament. I do like the graphics in the Australian Open app. You kind of see that that stat right there is kind of cool. I like it. Looks good. It's not that bad. By the way, the Australian Open app is faster than the TV. Are you kidding me? Which is really annoying to me. So I'm going to shut it off. Same. I would love to be that guy in front of the fan right now.
ESPN app.
Those fans. That's what people need to be.
The fans or the fans? Ping! Yeah, I'm not waking up for that match. There you go, Danielle.
It's been really rough since all the tiebreak and stuff started this second, but it's going on. Exchanges with those runs. And also, I'm kind of talking after the first set. I couldn't hear what he said. It's really disrupting her. I don't think she was happy about the roof closing, to be honest with you. Her face was not happy. But, it's automatic.
Like, why would you be mad that the roof's closing? Like, I would be thankful.
Yeah, that's
Just wrong-footing her everywhere. Like, that's insane.
It's only 8 for Collins, and now it's off the forehand. Collins leading to her left. She goes right behind her.
Of course, it's going to cost her the break. Because, again, the mental game is just so important. She's gonna lose that every time. No way. No way. Drop. So smart. Collins had no idea that was coming after her, too. Very smart. Look, snuck in immediately, too. Collins didn't even know. Then just played it well. Yeah. That was perfect. You can't beat that. Like you just hit that angle and it's over. You're just over.
points for an insurance break for Pliskova here in the second set. She won the first set behind just one break. She in turn was broken in that set, but quick tie break. Quick tie break favorite Pliskova. So Collins badly needs a comeback this game.
5 points since the start of that tiebreak.
5 points since the start of the tiebreak. Like what? Like how? Like how? Like how do you do that? That's that just gets me going. Like when you have something like that, like when you have a return like that, you like you're gonna win. Like that's a guarantee. Like I can't believe that return. Like that was just too perfect. That's why they're the professionals. God, that was so good. My hair looks ridiculous. All right. Another question for you guys. Do you think that men's tennis is better with best of 5, or do you think it should be moved to 2 out of 3? Because this has been an argument on tennis Twitter for a very long time, and Ben Rothenberger, a guy that writes for New York Times, always talks about it and hates best out of 5. I don't know why, but I just hate it. Like in men's tennis, Grand Slams are meant to be proven as the best out of 5. Like you're supposed to like play the best tennis that you can, and 3 out of 5 is supposed to be that way. Like when you have 2 out of 3, that's like they tried the 3 out of 5 the Masters 1000s, and it worked for some time, but then they realized with the length of schedule, it should have just gone back to it should just go back to 2 out of 3. So let me know what you guys think. Should men's Grand Slams be moved back to 2 out of 3, or should it be continued at 3 out of 5?
She did not play the Australian because
She got attacked with a knife. The knife severed 4.
Pliskova has not lost a set this entire Australian Open. You're okay. It's like the new Serena Williams.
Second career.
Ooh.
You can be sure that if she gets to the final, we're going to see a lot of emotion again from Kvitova, because from where she was to where she is now, the way that she's had to fight and persevere and deal with everything that happened to her, it's a tremendous story. If she wins the whole title with her 3rd major, she gets to #1 in the world.
Kvitova can be #1 in the world? I just realized the Nike tops that the women are wearing look like life vests if they weren't blown up. Thank you, Cliff Drysdale, for that fascinating observation. God, I need to get my computer fixed. There's that backhand again.
oh, that is a spectacular shot from Collins' defensive play. She held her ground, thinking for a moment that Kvitova was going to go back into the backhand side, and she did.
And she gets right on that last shot to put this bomb in a very
Yeah, I
difficult
agree.
position for
That's it. I like that because that's probably why Zverev's not built for the long run. He's built for the short run. That's why he does better at the thousands events, and he does better at smaller tournaments. He hasn't quite hit that extra gear yet in Grand Slams. That's probably why. Sorry, I'm just testing my mic out. Sorry. Hello? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I said it would help Kvitova a lot more. Another backhand winner. You really can't beat it. 4-0. Odds Collins throws a racket.
Back into the semifinals of a major. It's the first time since you won in Wimbledon in 2014. A lot's happened in your life. It's great to have you back on tour. You faced your challenges. Did you ever doubt? Did you ever lose belief that you would be back in this moment?
I like Kvitova. Probably one of the better female players to root for on tour. Not just from the whole incident, but just in general, she's probably one of the better ones to root for.
No, I didn't have the energy to keep back on this race waiting on my foot with the best.
Where are you getting these analogies? These analogies are funny. Yeah, Collins is about to. Collins is probably going to chop down a tree with the amount of anger she has with that racket. She might just go a full-blown Zverev and smash it like she did. Have we ever seen a woman smash a racket like completely? I've seen women throw rackets, but not like break it. You know what I mean? Oh, I thought she had it.
The kind of shots you have to hit right now against Kvitova to win a point. A little bit of a reverse of the party match. Crushed in the first set. Stay close in the second.
Total points won. Kvitova's won twice the amount, more than twice the amount that she's than Collins has. That's a nice angle. I like that. Collins needs to do this.
And I think is that she has certainly done that in terms of this occasion because look, it's huge.
Like it's taking her this long to realize to play like this. You know what I mean? Or she's hitting your shots now.
In the final at stake, you could choke. She's 1-2 woman with two reaches, 3 semis.
I like how Drysdale put out the idea that she can choke, but since she's won a Grand Slam, she probably won't. Example, Serena Williams last night. Choked. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Just means it's... See, exactly. Serena Williams was up 5-1.
She's gonna fight.
She's got to fight it.
She'll make Kvitova earn it.
Nope.
Kvitova's a big match player. She's 7-0 since coming back from her home invasion attack in finals. Won 5 tournaments last year. Won in Sydney just
It's amazing Kvitova's story when you think about it after being attacked in her own home.
in the US.
They should make an ESPN 30 for 30 on her. Like that would be incredible.
Just that two-handers become lethal.
Or a documentary is definitely going to be made about her because you can't She won 5 tournaments last year. She one of the best players on tour. I mean, you can't really beat that. Break points won. Kvitova 2 out of 3. I mean, it's gonna be a tough one. I was out. Don't question it. Just say it was out. We don't need another argument with Ramos and start some more controversy with this dude. Look at this dude. Uh-oh, Dillette. Collins looks like she's about to just blow up. I don't know. If you're just joining us, we're doing live reactions and commentary on the women's semifinal. We have Collins and Kvitova almost towards the end of the match, and we have Osaka and Pliskova coming up. Even though I titled this Osaka and Pliskova, I should have just titled it Women's Semifinal. She can't find her. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it anymore. It's not even worth it. Why am I sitting like this? Can I just sit like this? And go like this? Oh, what about if I go like this? And go like this. How about that? Yeah, Collins is just pissed. Yeah, I think she'll definitely. Yeah, I should probably get ready for mine. Post. And we are back. 5-love. 5 love.
And then now she's semi-final, but she's facing a desperate situation. 5 games to the down. That's it. Is being beautiful. Never lost a major final. She's playing. She's up to.
Final brings out her best.
One down. Here we go. Two more. Here we go. I'm just publishing my video. Don't worry. I'm still here. I think Collins, like, just mentally just lost it.
Good point. If she hadn't broken there, ifs, ands, and buts with Candy, and that's it.
If ands and buts were candy and nuts. Cliff Drysdale, the perfect analysis. And the roof closure. All right, two more. Two more. Still here, don't worry. One of the first slices of the match, and Collins misses it. Ooh. That's a terrible thing to say. That's a terrible thing to say. I can't believe they just said that. Holy crap. Why would you say that? There it is, folks. There it is. One down, one to go.
Chrissy said it the last match about Pliskova. She said, just she's the nicest person in the whole world. We said the same thing, but they couldn't. That wide smile. She's from the Czech Republic. She has won World in 12. She's went through that moment. thing that we've talked about. I think just everybody in the world is happy for her in her success.
I agree. I think everybody's rooting for her. Collins has won a lot of new fans as well. I think we're going to see many more victories from Collins going forward. She's a believer. Her tennis matched up against the very best really well, but the sentimental favorite for sure is Petra Kvitova.
Take a look at the women's draw brought to you by Lincoln.
Do we really need to see the draw? We know who's playing next.
Head against Pliskova 3-1. Never played Osaka. We're guaranteed now that that final flipping will be for the number 1 ranking, just like it was last year between Halep and Wozniacki. So a little extra on the line going into Saturday's championship match.
Very, very interesting. And Petra Kvitova throws a towel. I think
That's unreal. We all saw it coming. We thought Collins would put more up of a fight. That's one semifinal down, one more to go. We got Osaka and Pliskova coming up. If you're tuning into the live stream, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching this. We have another match coming up. We have Osaka and Pliskova. Kvitova just beat Collins to make her first final of a Grand Slam. That's not Wimbledon. And thank you guys so much for joining us. If you are new to the Tweener Head Tennis family, definitely make sure to check us out and subscribe to Tweener Head Tennis as well. So make sure you do that as well. I hope you guys are enjoying this live stream. We still have a lot more to come, so stay tuned. Please keep following along. They closed the roof, and you won the match. Break us down how you mentally beat Daniel Collins. Yes. Yes, you were.
Did you know before the match that the referee tell you it's likely going to close the roof? Were you surprised that they closed it?
I heard a few days ago about rule change, and I asked.
What's your angle, bro? Jesus. Reddit's savage. Just doing a live stream, man. Just leave me alone. Yeesh. 2 hours live streaming too? Wow. First meeting versus Osaka if they play, and Pliskova, she's 3-1 against both two Czech Republics. I wonder when the last time two people from the Czech Republic met in a Grand Slam final. That's got to be the first time.
Last question. You're in the final. Do you have one more win in you?
What do you think she's going to say? Like, what do you think she's going to say?
Love seeing you. So lovely to see Petra Kvitova back in the finals of the major.
It's hard not to feel great for her and this accomplishment. One of the things I'm off because the fact that Serena Williams lost that changed the dynamic for the field, including
Absolutely. I think everybody thinks they have a chance. I think the next semifinal is a toss-up. Kvitova will go into this final with a lot of confidence. Never played Naomi Osaka. That might be the tougher match.
When was the last time she played Pliskova? She beat Pliskova 2018 WTA Finals round. Okay.
Petra Kvitova has been firing on
All cylinders.
This Australian Open, everybody, she has still not lost a set, and she is in the championship match. Serena Williams
Yep. Patrick Maturgalugulu. I can never pronounce that guy's name. I swear to God, I can never pronounce that guy's name. And mute. That's one down, one to go. And that match took about an hour and a half, even though the second set was 6-0. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. That baffles me. Sorry, guys. I'm just posting. I just dropped a new YouTube video. You can go check it out on our YouTube page. It's about meeting Naomi Osaka's dad at the City Open. I actually had the chance to meet him and talk to him for a little bit. You guys can find out about that story right at our YouTube page. Make sure to go check it out. And if you aren't subscribed to Tweener Head Tennis, feel free to hit that subscribe button with notifications turned on. So when we post, you'll get the notification. Thanks, guys. I'm just posting right now. That sounded very scripted, but it wasn't, I promise. Post sports done. All right, we got one more match too. We got one more match. God. What are you guys' predictions for the Tsitsipas Nadal match? It's going to be on at 3:30 in the morning our time, Eastern time. If not, guys, I'm probably going to try to stream as much as I can for the second match tonight, for the Osaka Pliskova match. But I'm going to try to stop probably in an hour, unfortunately, because I have to get sleep and I am hitting at the USTA Center in Flushing Meadows tomorrow. So it'll be my first time hitting there, and I'm very excited to see what happens. So I'm sorry if I have to cut it off short a little bit tonight, but I've been streaming for 2 hours. I hope you guys enjoying this content as well. While watching this Bahamas Paradise Island commercial while waiting for tennis to show up. So this should go well. Do you guys have any questions about what's going on in the Australian Open? Any questions about me? I would love to get to know more about what you guys, who you guys like to watch, who's your favorite player, stuff like that. She is going to crack the top 25. It just looks hot. You know what I mean? It just looks hot outside. Patrick Mouratoglou.
Patrick's the part of many successful teams here down under. We just have like a team box where we can always see you sitting, but you're not only sitting with Serena Williams, as you've been a fixture now for almost a decade.
I would love to go to his academy and check it out. That would be a lot of fun to try out.
The next semifinal because of the stunning upset and the stunning win against Serena Williams. Serena was up.
Yeah, 5-1. How many times do you think they're going to replay this?
Yeah, for the first time of the match. So of course I was surprised, but that's the rule. She was on the line, there's no discussion. And then there was a very long rally, Serena defending a lot, and on this she
Oh,
flips it around. It's something we didn't really see in the action, but when we saw the
it was obvious that she
Ugh.
twisted the ankle. And after that, I think Pliskova started to be more aggressive. She stayed very composed and she put incredibly hard. That's one of the most surprising thing ever to be down 5-1 and be able to win it. But again, she deserved
Be down 5-1 and be aggressive. The key word here is aggressive, because you can't. That's insane. Where's that Wilson photo? Wilson posted an insane photo of Kvitova. Hold on, send it to you guys. The original. This is a sick photo that Wilson took of Kvitova. Like, that's a great photo of Kvitova. That like captures everything. Yo, Pliskova's box is awesome.
She also said that she's right that we have to give credit to Pliskova for being able to turn the match around at that moment. That was, I think that
Moratoglu.
would not have been able to.
Patrick Moratoglu. I have to say that 5 times fast and tell me you can say that straight. Moratoglu. I can't. I'm Moratoglu.
Did she have played today? Serena with her ankle?
I don't think so, because it happened to her a few times in her career, and usually the day after the ankle is really, really big. But again,
It doesn't matter. She's not in the tournament anymore. Why are we still talking about this? Please move on.
there is another day. I don't think you think about it. You should not think about it. You should be focused and try to do your best. And I think she did. But again,
Oh, just start the match, please.
Looking ahead to tonight, your next student in a big match. First time for him. He's into a Grand Slam semifinal. Stefanos Tsitsipas. How did you find him, and what was your impression of him?
So I heard about him a little bit when he was young, and because he's Greek and I'm half Greek, I'm always interested to try to find a Greek prodigy. And I saw him on YouTube and looked on the web. I had no other way to see him play, and I was impressed. I saw him compete, and I loved how he competed. He was going for the shots. He was going to the net to finish the points. We see how he plays now. He was already trying to do that, to achieve that time of point at that time. And
I wish I was doing that. I wish I was that. Why? Someone find me. Someone find me, please. It's too late, but I'm going to try my best with this. Can I come to the academy for a week? I would love to. I would love to come to your academy and try that out, because that would be sick. Like that, if you look up his academy, it's insane. It's actually insane.
Tries the right way, playing his game, trying to win the points. He's not pushing the ball, expecting the other one to win. That's very different. A lot of players do that, especially under pressure. They move back, they push the ball. Doesn't do that. He goes for it. And this is what he's going to have to do.
So it's not just the singers and songwriters that are getting discovered on YouTube. Kids, post your tennis play online so we can see it.
Thanks, Bethany. Appreciate it.
He seems more mature than a 20-year-old.
I think he is in one way. Some things he's not, and it's good because he's young and he has to stay young, but everything related to tennis is very mature. And his occupations out of tennis are different from the usual occupations of the other.
Yeah, because he's 20 years old.
He's doing videos. He's taking things seriously. Very, very fast. He wants to do well. I think he's a kind of a perfectionist, and he has passions out of tennis. He's not chatting with kids and laughing.
I gotta stand up for a second.
He spends his time building something.
Oh God.
He has podcasts. He has also photography. Exactly. That he calls Steve the Book. But he doesn't put his name on it. And he can spend like 3, 4, 5 hours walking the city,
looking at things and really find something interesting, taking pictures and posting them. Very different.
Very different. Very different. Oh.
Aspects of his game that you felt the most since you saw him at 15, 16? I think using more his forehand because he always had this natural backhand and he was not really turning around the backhand and using the forehand before, and I think that was a key in his game, and I always thought he had a great forehand. He didn't think so when he was younger, but I always thought his forehand looked like the Portugal's forehand a little bit. I mean, the motion.
Interesting.
But he was not using the legs at all. I'll show you videos of him when he was 16. It was funny. He was playing only with the arm, and the quality of the ball was great already. And I was saying to my team, when he's going to put the legs in that forehand, it's going to be unbelievable. And I think now he developed that forehand a lot. He's always come to the net, and he's been really encouraged to do it. And his father that played a huge role in his career, and we have to give him 90% of the credit because he's been on the court with him since he's a kid. He's been with him traveling all the world on every tournament with him. And,
Do you think Osaka, Sabalenka, Aminiasova?
So I would say the
I haven't heard of the last one.
Like really running around, his serve, and I think he can still improve his serve a lot. And it's a return that was, I think, a weakness in his game, and now.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I follow her on Twitter because I've heard her name a couple times. I think, yeah, I would. I think it'll be a golden age once we see, like we saw it with Aminiasova, this Australian Open. We saw it with Sabalenka at the end of last year. We saw it with Osaka at the U.S. Open. Kostyuk still has some time. You also have to look out for Yastremska, Diana from Ukraine as well. Like Ukraine's pumping out young women out of nowhere, and now they're doing successful. Yastremska won a title in China, and that was a big one as well. I think when it comes to a golden period, I think we still have probably another year. I think this is the start. Like this year will be the start of the golden era for him. But you have to look at without Serena, without Venus, without Halep, Kerber, like women's tennis has so much depth that makes it unpredictable in a sense, but it also makes it tougher, I would say, because you're trying to break in, and then all these women that we had like being favorites, just like in any sport, you have young ones coming up, but they haven't broken into it yet. But I think this year will be the start of kind of a golden period, and then lead into next year as well. Here we go. Pliskova, Osaka.
She's so good at using the angle. When you give her angles, her answer back is unbelievable. I'm very impressed by how she played the victory of the US Open. I mean, you don't see that often. It shows a lot of mental strength, and I think she will play too fast. I think she can play very fast, and I think Pliskova is an incredible player. But if you're able to play a little bit faster than what she can handle, she's in trouble, and I think Naomi will be able to do that.
Okay, finally, before we let you go, against Nadal, they played each other in Canada, Tsitsipas,
And in Barcelona.
and Barcelona. But Barcelona's on play, so I say no fault in the loss there.
That's discounts.
That's really tough. But what did he take from Canada?
He took a lot. It gave him confidence. He lost the match, but he was not that far, even though it was 2 sets. He had a set point. Exactly, he had a set point in the second set. And he feels like he should have made that set point, and he feels like if he would, maybe he would have won in 3. So it's getting good times in that second set. Absolutely. And again, same as Federer. He played Roger at the Hopman Cup. He lost in 2 sets, but he didn't get broken. And he felt, I know what to expect. I'm ready for the next match. So I think he lost it, but he gave him some kind of confidence. He will have to play absolutely perfect to make the perfect match.
Yeah, he has to play perfect. Yeah, there's no way that he can't make a mistake. He can't be wild with that much. He has the athleticism to run with Nadal, but Nadal's just a bull that he just can't.
All right, good to have you with us once again. Let's get back inside Rod Laver Arena because we are going to continue right after a quick break.
Of course, another quick break. Can I just watch the match, please?
We continue live from Melbourne, and then tonight again, 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time, ESPN.
We got some pump-up music. Here we go. I feel like I'm doing Zumba. I'm going to mute that. That's such a dumb caption. Oh. I have to do it for Friday. This is the boring part of where I have to wait. We have to wait for this to start, and that's just annoying. I just oh, here we go. It's like a hype video.
To be here is something that a lot of people want, and I know that a few months ago I would have given anything to be in the semifinals of the Slam, but now that I've won a Grand Slam and I want to win another one, it's like this weird feeling of like you want to do the next big thing. I had the feeling that 2019 could be a good year. I beat so many good players already. There's no reason why I should not be here in the semi-final right now. I don't want to be overconfident right now because I beat Serena, but if I play well, I think for sure there's a chance.
Osaka's gonna really have to dig deep. Should be a really good match.
2019 awaits. Player on the left, Naomi Osaka. Talking about the next big thing, did something massive in New York, defeating Madison Keys, and then Serena Williams to win her first Grand Slam title and has backed it up extremely well. Rare for Sierra to have a player back. The next Grand Slam semi, Pliskova has been close to the ultimate trophy, but she has yet to reach.
Where's John McEnroe? I thought John McEnroe was going to be in the booth with Chrissy Everett.
And they both have so much incentive to win this tournament. Naomi Osaka was so great to hear. She goes, I was really happy winning my first major, but I want to keep winning. And I always say champions are greedy. They want to just keep going. And she's been mentioning that. And of course, Pliskova is probably the best player in the top 10 that hasn't won a Grand Slam, but who's been ranked #1 in the world, by the way. So she's
which doesn't make sense to me. Why? Like, how do you not win a Grand Slam and be #1 in the world? That never made sense to me. Like, that just showed, like, that's just one of the things that bugs me. You know what I mean? It just bugs me how you can't.
I agree. I mean, there's not a lot of strenuous rallies when Pliskova plays because, basically relies
Svitolina is interesting how you related that to Zverev. Why isn't Svitolina breaking into slams yet? She's like this Zverev, but regardlessly, Zverev's problem can be attributed to 5 sets. I don't know. That's a good question. I think everyone's waiting for Svitolina to get into that championship mentality. I think she has it like this. When it comes to Svitolina, I think she could do it. Like this year she's been picked to be a favorite. She was picked to be a favorite here. She was picked to be a favorite at the U.S. Open as well this year. Here we go. First point. perfect start. And she's a better hard court player than any other surface. So I would think that she would do pretty well on hard court. So US Open would definitely be the perfect opportunity for her to win a Grand Slam. But then again, US Open, it's probably going to be Osaka and Serena to be the favorites as well. So I thought this was going to be the breakout tournament for certain people. And it has been, like Pliskova and Kvitova to come back in Collins. But New York's going to be a whole different story. We're going to have a full season, and we're going to be able to tell what's going on from the here on out. You know what I mean? I think Svitolina has an overall great game, and she has power, but it's not like Osaka or Serena power where you're just hitting as hard as you can with control. Or Kvitova. Like these women have natural talent to like hit hard and push forward. And I think that's what Svitolina is lacking. Like she's lost a lot of weight, and she's like last year she looked way too skinny, and the year before that she was a little chubby, and this year she looks a lot healthier and a lot better. So it's just gonna come down to see how she can do. Oh wow, what a shot! Osaka with that little flip. I can see her doing well on clay as well. Like that would be a good service for her to prove her fitness. Like she was dealing with a neck injury too for the past 2 matches, so we'll see how much farther she'll progress throughout the year. So, also the fact that Osaka's sitting a foot inside the baseline is she just fist bumped. What?
Is really working on the transitional, getting her to move forward instinctively.
Nada's not sitting pushing
during rallies.
She did the back row right there.
But she is right above the player box.
Renee Stubbs is a coach, but she's not sitting in the coach's box? Explain that. There she is. Renee Stubbs is former Grand Slam champion, current commentator on the Racquet podcast as well, but not sitting in the players' box for Pliskova. They've been doing some work as well. They've been working together since before the Connecticut Open as well, so that's pretty good. Just saw we got a couple new viewers. If you are new, welcome to the live stream of the women's semifinal, watching the Australian Open. Really appreciate you guys joining us today. We'll be watching this, but then we will be not watching the Tsitsipas and Nadal match because it's really late, and it's already 12:30 here on the East Coast. So thank you guys so much for joining as well. Hey, back again. Welcome back, Nickerson. So we are watching this match as much as we can. This looks like it's going to turn out to be a good one. Pliskova with a good hold, the first serve. If you are new to the channel as well, make sure to feel free to hit that subscribe button as well, and make sure to join the Twitter Tennis family. I really appreciate it. Maybe that loss against Halep caused a mental block because she's not even making slam semifinals right now. I wouldn't say a mental block. I would say it definitely was like everyone gets everyone has mental issues when it comes to playing. Like everyone's not perfect when it comes to playing. I think Osaka is the most calm person I've ever seen play, but that's just her personality. When it comes to, like, it could have affected her in a big way. I agree with you. But I think when it comes to that kind of stuff, I think it could be, I don't know what it could be. She won the tour finals, the WTA finals last year, which was probably the biggest title of her career so far. And that's a good one to win because she definitely overcame a lot of good competition to make that final and to win it as well. So don't forget that, because that's a bigger accomplishment as well.
Coach of the year and rookie coach of the year at the same time.
Worked a lot with Serena Williams for so many years. And some valuable information, I'm sure.
falter either. Only had a max of 1 in each match, total of 4 coming in.
They've had almost the same amount of aces. Naomi's had 35 aces. Pliskova's had 34. And both, you're right, very few double faults for both these players.
These are very slow second serves. Like there, like Osaka has, like that's just natural power. Like that's just, you can't stop that.
Maybe a little bit better mover than Pliskova.
Definitely a better mover.
Likes to dictate points.
Like look at that. That's just,
Doesn't move in and out of corners as well as Naomi. Who's worked on that tremendously this last year.
look how low that bounces too. It's easy. Pliskova can move. I'm very surprised by that. That has caught me off guard a little bit.
Power tennis. It was a tricky spin variety this way that had Osaka rattle.
She's been like almost 8 days of playing those cards and stuff.
It took her a while to adjust to the higher pace of the shots here.
Maybe.
Osaka coming back from a love 30 down situation here. Let's see if she can hold that. Her second serve is only going like 110 kilometers, which is about like 80 miles an hour. Oh, what a return. With that ground stroke game, if you listen really closely, you can hear the amount of cameras going off, like while Osaka's hitting versus the ones that go off while Pliskova's hitting. Think about that.
And I think both players are used to the speed. That's
I wonder how many photos photographers take, like just during one game. Didn't that ball hit the net?
I think it's going to be a matter of who can get the other one off the court better, who can hit the short angles.
I'm just thinking whoever can break each other first.
Even using drop shots, short angles, getting off the baseline. That would be advantage of soccer, really. She's improved better. I think she wants to herself. You're right, man. She's got that short line.
You guys saw her win that incredible final with New York and handle all those going on around her.
Sorry, it's just late and I'm a little tired, so sorry if I'm not talking as much as I did starting at the stream. The fact that Osaka, like, this is a long third game, and I think like that's happened twice already. She just needs to convert on the third one.
And I really think she's in it for the purest of reasons, to win titles, to work hard on her game.
Yeah, have you heard her speak? It's like
I mean, this is
the most humble person. Osaka's like the most humble person ever.
herself and think she's a great player.
Humility is certainly a big part of her personality, right? How much shyness. Just beginning to kind of come out of her shell. The challenge.
Sexual. I think this is in. Oh, good call. If you notice, the umpires are wearing a shirt that says Country Road, and every time they show someone that says Country Road, I start singing Country Road by John Denver every single time. Just want to point that out.
And I think that's going to help her maintain longevity.
Longevity.
First slam semifinal 6-2, 6-4.
I think Osaka does have the advantage in speed. Plus, I think she's able to set herself a little bit more than Pliskova. Plus, I've never seen that tape before. What kind of tape is she using on her knee? What a return.
Osaka really getting out beautiful from backhands.
Like that's power.
She's been such a
She just dominates that backhand side. I would give ground strokes to Osaka, Pliskova the serve. I would give volleys to Pliskova, and then I would give movement to Osaka. A mental, I would give it to Osaka. So overall, I think Osaka is going to win this match, but it's a very tight one. So I think it's going to come down to whoever can break first. Like, look at that recovery. She hit that off the back foot, just flicked it and hit it straight down the line.
taking the ball early, right on top of the baseline. Pliskova's a little bit further behind. That was one of the areas yesterday that Serena missed opportunities, was crushing some of the second serves that she was leading.
Also, I think it's kind of cool that Pliskova and Svitolina have tattoos, and both of them are on the same place on their leg. Like, what are the odds of that? Is that like a thing in Europe?
Serving is off. They've been working with Carolina to get a better kick serve to use that height to get the ball up higher.
You're tall already. You don't have to get that much height.
Natural kick serve. It's a flatter push serve.
We're almost at the same amount of double faults of the Collins and Kvitova match, and this is just within the first 3 games. Like, look at that movement. Oh, damn, I wanted it. Again, Pliskova with the volleys. Like, she has the approach shot down. She knew it, too. She had it. She had it, too. Shit. Shoot.
Right into the body. That worked against Serena a lot.
That's the preferred way to save a break point. Not cut into the net and hope you're on this pass. That's the comfort zone.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Sheesh.
Listen, she's got long weapons. She played yesterday very tense, long matches, service games where she had to put everything in. Her arm has to be a little fatigued.
Strong game, little shaky from Pliskova. The 21-year-old on top.
Commercial. Damn, my computer's about to explode.
Yeah, airport here in Tokyo. Got a couple hours.
All right. U.S. Open incident. Let's talk about it some more.
And all that, but still had to close the door with poise and Shiva was.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please sit down because you disturb everything. Oh, stupid.
Trophy presentation, you were part of it down there. Did your best.
She took that out of the air. That's so hard.
But I tell you what, after US Open, the first tournament, she reached the final and she carried that momentum like the champion she is. Had a good fall.
I thought that because Pliskova was the opponent that match we were talking about, she was rolled into the final emphatically, but now she comes in as a Grand Slam champion for home country, a lot of pressure, sponsors there. I thought she did play a little tight against Pliskova in that match.
The movement.
That was a really tough loss for her. That was an awkward.
Not bad, not bad at all.
In Tokyo, you could see her disappointment. It's the second time she lost that final.
Like Osaka's doing well to get to that too.
But I'll tell you what, I think she's feeling more relaxed against Pliskova than she would against Serena Williams. I think deep down she's
Everyone would be more relaxed if they played Pliskova over Serena Williams. Let's be real here. You're telling me you wouldn't be intimidated by Serena Williams versus Pliskova? Like, that doesn't make sense. Just the stature alone of Serena Williams and her presence, I'd be scared bleepless. Can I swear on live stream? I don't know the rules. YouTube's weird. But if YouTube is watching, hi, how's it going? I'm Phil, Tweener Head Tennis here. Please monetize. Thanks. But yeah, Osaka's about to go up a quick 3-1 here. Oh, what a serve. Osaka almost hit that as a one-hander. You see that? She went down, flicked it. Like, literally just flicked it.
First meeting was in Tokyo, and Osaka had to retire that third round match a couple years ago. We were in Indian Wells.
Interesting.
Emphatic win for Osaka. It gave her confidence going into that final in Tokyo. So she was so disappointed.
She had to
Nah, I think Osaka's going to take this. Up the early break, up 3-1. It's going to be at 3:30 on Saturday? God, that just makes it hard to watch this.
Miami the next week, crush Serena.
5 viewers. Wow. Hey, guys, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. If you're new to Tweener Head Tennis, we are doing a live commentary and reaction to Osaka versus Pliskova. We did a reaction to Collins and Kvitova earlier on. Kvitova won that match in straight sets, 7-6, 6-0. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe to Tweener Head Tennis as well. Join the Tweener Head Tennis family. We're going to be doing some more commentary. We're probably going to be watching the first set, maybe a little bit more. But it's almost 1 o'clock here on Standard Eastern Time. So hopefully we'll try to get in as much as I can. So stay tuned, stick around, join us, relax, kick back, and just watch some tennis with us. Osaka caught that with her hand and just tossed it. Not many players do that. It's just the little things that you notice. God, just hit it. Just hit it.
She won't back up. She said it will show you her return position because it is absolutely resolute. It's just she just never backs up.
Very intimidating against the server. The server sees her out of the corner of their eye. Trust me.
3-2. Let's go.
She takes time away from herself like that. She sticks with it. She's holding it low. Still almost 3-2.
This watch has seen moments that last us.
Another commercial, another mute. We're back with the water racket.
Coverage presented by SoFi. One of those scorches when the wind comes out of the north, the red center of Australia, 105 degrees Fahrenheit.
105. This makes me even sleepier. In fact, I have to think about heat.
Danielle Collins, she awaits the winner. This city final, no matter who wins this match and faces Quevedo on Saturday, will be not just for the trophy, but also the #1 ranked game. Something Osaka has not yet reached. She will be former #1.
She's not going to her. So 2 out of 3 of the players. It'll be a great day for them.
3:30 a.m. Should I do another live stream for the final? Because that's going to be a tough one.
Most famous Aussies, maybe globally, would you say? Playing tennis here.
Sure.
Nicole Kidman, Australian.
Yeah, one of Australia's top global ambassadors. So, they spend most of the time in the States.
Yeah, I'll do another one.
Come back.
All right. Nickerson, just for you. I'll do another one. 3:30 a.m. You better be there. Like, how do you... The amount of power she gets behind on her forehand is just so immense. And she takes that ball and drives it down the line. Just watch this. Ready? And pow! Like, she's opened up her body in a way where it looks like she's just going to take it cross court, but then just somehow just slips it open a little bit on her forehand and just pushes that through. Again, another one. And, like, do you see that? Like, just comes up just short. 2 forehand winners in a row. 4 for the match so far. Make it 4-2.
This is going to be the first strike contest. Osaka is dominating and Pliskova is not making her pay for short serves. Here's the return hit points for time.
Osaka's 5 feet in on the baseline for second serves.
Osaka then
Early, the farthest in is 6 feet.
on the second serve, she's almost always
Nickerson, don't bail.
5-6.
Come on now.
That's how she's always played. Even when she was a teenager. I remember seeing her about 3 or 4 years ago. She was hitting the ball so hard.
5-2 maybe?
Missing the third one. The third one was on the net or going fast. And I'll tell you what, very much like Anna Samova. I used to watch her at the USTA. Same thing.
God, this shirt's weird.
Power, no consistency. Those are changing now. Starting to hit the corners and see it. That's what Pliskova needs to do. Keep that point. Stop it.
I think that's the first time I've actually seen someone like applaud a shot. You know what I mean? It's like you barely see that anymore. Like Djokovic does that, but it kind of annoys me. Osaka does that. I think it's cool. Interesting, right?
She's very placid out there, very composed, but against Serena, we saw some emotion there, and she's got to get started.
Oh, time to put my hoodie back on. Nice tweener head tennis hoodie. If you want to go see where you can buy this, you can go to tweenerheadtennis.com. Like that forehand angle. No way. No way. No way. That's sick. I thought she was going to go around the pole for a second, but then just went for the safe play and put it in. Much better thought. Look at that. Her forehand has just been on fire today. 11 winners so far for her in the match. 5 of those have come off forehands. Just like the amount of viewers watching this stream. Thanks for joining us, guys. Appreciate it.
She can't win serving like this.
No, I was looking at the service games too, trying to see if the pace picked up because sometimes you're going slow, you can feel a little energy going on, but I don't see the quality of yesterday. Well, she also won Sydney playing 4 or 5 matches. Then she also played Georgie.
Whoa, 7. Can we get to 10 viewers? Can we get to 10? Can we get to double digits? 6? Nope, going wrong direction, guys. Go the other way. Go the other way. Get your friends, get your family, whoever's up at 12:40 in the morning. Come on. We can make it to 10. Oh, damn, we were so close. No way. Oh, thought you had it. Yep, 5. Make it 6. Make it 6. Damn. That's okay. 5 is perfect. Serve speed 93. What's the average WTA serve? That's my question. You serious? Her return was faster than Pliskova's last serve. Thoughts? God! Yo! That's nuts. That's actually nuts. I feel it. I feel it. Let's see if she can close out the set. That's really funny. All you can eat ribbits and tenders. Applebee's. I've never been to an Applebee's. Is Applebee's good? Can someone let me know if Applebee's is good? I have no idea what it's like. It's like Americana food, but I'd rather go to like an original place than Applebee's. You know what I mean? Like if we were to talk like fast food, Chick-fil-A is probably the best food that I would get. You know? Like Chick-fil-A is better than everything. Chick-fil-A for chicken, duh. I would do Five Guys for burgers and then McDonald's for fries. That's my order. On tennis. Gotta love the nutrition, right? Like that backhand, you can't beat that backhand. Oh! I just had to open my big mouth. Stefanos Tsitsipas is back in the building. Yeet. So quiet. Ooh, In and Out. In and Out sounds really good. I've only been to In and Out 2 times, once or twice. I think it was twice that I've been to In and Out. What's the competitor for In and Out though? There's like In and Out and then another one that people compare it to that I just don't agree with. Like Whataburger, I've never had it. I've heard it's kind of overrated if you're in Texas.
So I'm sure about the ball. Natural challenge. I wasn't sure what it was all out.
Five Guys, yes. Shake Shack, yes. Yep. That was a really late call too. To then like get it wrong? Come on. Why am I talking like this? Why am I talking like this?
Set point.
All right, close it out. Count it. Pew, 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 pew. All right. So it's 12:45 right now. Osaka just won the first set 6-2. Let's have a deal. I'll watch one more game of the second set. Bethany Maddox Sands, the Italian.
58 straight matches. Oh, by the way, when winning the first set, Naomi Osaka out. And she did it the way you might expect. Right?
Yeah, Osaka won 6-2. What'd you expect? It's Osaka. 32 minutes first set. It was 32 minutes with 3 to 4 games gone during the Collins and Kvitova match. Think about that. Osaka's just dominant. Like, I felt like that went by in no time. That was like really easy for Osaka. Osaka just looks good. She looks strong.
Well, right now, Pliskova is actually, she's the ace queen on tour. She's known for her big serve, and Osaka's out serving her. She's actually serving faster, harder, and placing it better. So, she's got to step that up. 5 aces to 0. It's amazing to watch her back up that U.S. Open title with a run to the semifinals. Is that what most in the locker room expected out of Naomi as she's been coming along? I feel like
Yeah, definitely not.
I don't know how people will respond having a big win. I mean, just like, you know, Pliskova beat Serena yesterday, how does she show up today? Tsitsipas, we talked about him beating Racquet. How do they show up the next day? Even someone like Danielle Collins, how does she back those wins up? Everyone's kind of different. It's really a mental game out there. All right, let's get it back to Chris.
We're going to see right away, Bethany, what Pliskova can do to try to turn this around.
What can she do to turn this around? Well, do a completely 180, turn around, and leave. Like what can you do? Like, what can you do? What can you actually do? Yeah, Osaka's got, I think, 10 miles an hour basically on that serve. Excuse me. Osaka's just taking winner after winner after winner. She wins this game. I think I'm just going to call it. Entering semifinals, she only had 2 double faults. Excuse me? Excuse me? She's guessing right, too, and getting late. She got lucky there.
Pliskova has that sharp angle, and she should be using it more against Osaka because she's not winning the baseline rally. So try something new. She's got the hands for that, doesn't she, ma'am?
She does. It's just so hard to create those angles. And the pace is so tremendous as it is right now. That's it.
We are coming up to 3 hours on the stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. This is my first time trying this ever, so I really appreciate you guys joining me with this live stream. I'm probably gonna call it after this game, so we'll see how this goes. But if Osaka keeps hitting returns like that, this match is gonna be over in like 5 seconds. All right, break point. Let's go.
She's created a breakpoint chance to strengthen her grip.
Yep, break point. The fact that Osaka can do that, like that, this game's gonna be over like that. 3 hours, guys. I really appreciate it. We'll probably. I forgot this is a shorter one, so we'll probably do next commercial break. I'm gonna call it for the night. So Greek fans already here. Hi, how's it going? My name's Phil. I created Tweenerhead Tennis. Can I be Greek? All right, next game. I'm gonna call it.
She's being routed and outplayed, and short answers right now. Is it a wake-up call?
Yeah, mine. It's my wake-up call. I'm hitting tomorrow too. Jeez. Gosh darn it. Sorry, I'll be right back. I'm here. Just doing some stuff. Some computer stuff. Perfectly placed ball. Perfectly placed ball.
5-1 in the third set after Serena turned her foot a little bit. I mean, movement.
Excuse me.
I have to say that.
Ooh, McDonald's doesn't sound that bad right now. McDonald's is like the perfect late night food. Did it in college. Probably shouldn't do it now that I'm getting older. But McDonald's is probably the perfect late night food. Thought she had it. She's still going to the same spot. Why? Why do you do this to me? Why? Why? Watch 3 aces.
Sixth ace.
The ace queen
From Osaka.
hashtag. It doesn't have one yet.
All right. I'm going to bed, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching this stream. I really appreciate you guys spending your time watching me react to tennis. I really appreciate it. If you guys aren't part of the Tweener Tennis family, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any other action. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you guys next time during my live stream. Thank you again. So appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy the tennis.